OV. I'm using my VPN. It's cold here. There's my
Hello, it's nice to see you.
yeah, good to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm feeling good these days, and yesterday we have just finished our monthly exam, so I got more time to relax myself and
Well,
a holiday for 1.5 day.
yeah, yeah. Excellent. Very good, my friend. Very good. So yeah, pardon my Eric, pardon my it's already cold in Dongbei, right? So I'm wearing my
Yeah, it's
robe.
already cold in my city.
Yeah, in Yanchong, yeah. But anyway, you look good, man. And how's school going?
Um, yeah, it's good. And this week, I think because every time we finish a monthly exam or like a big test, we'll have or head out to other cities to play because to ease our pressure during the examinations. And maybe it will happen or it will take place this week and next week, I think we'll have the sports meeting.
Yeah, very cool. Excellent. Very proud of you as always. So I know it sounds weird, the phrase or the idiom, you look good. I think we Americans say that more than British. And I'm not sure if the South Africans say that. You might want to ask your teacher. I don't know if they say that phrase, but it just means like you look healthy, right? You look good.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny. My mother would always say that, and especially as you get older, right? As you get older, people are like, hey, you look good, right? Like for your age, that's kind of what it means, right? When you get older, so it's kind of a funny slang or idiom, right? Well, all right, brother. Yeah, I thought since we hadn't seen each other for a while, but I know you practice right with your English teacher too, though your spoken English. But I thought we'd brush up on. Let me get rid of that. Brush up and let me do. Why can I not do? Why can I not see you, Eric? Is this a new?
Mm.
I can only see my ugly face. I want to see both of us. How do I do that? Some things have changed with Zoom's changed, Ding Talk changes, everything changes technologically. All right, that's my ding ding. How do I see you, Eric? How do I reverse it?
Well, like in my view, I can see both of
Okay.
us.
All right. I think I just had the mirror, so I can see you. Oh, I see. Go ahead and talk now, Eric. Say
Yeah.
something. Say something.
Hello, can you hear or
There you go. All right. I've
yeah.
got it's like a reflective, so whoever speaks, do you have that too at your end? Or do you have both of us
Uh,
in one sitting?
well, do you mean the video reflecting?
Well, I think it's in English, it's called like a reflective mirror. So now that I'm talking, I can see myself, and then when you talk, I
Yeah,
can
I
see
know that. So it means when somebody is talking, the other people, including himself or herself, can see the people who is talking.
right, right. I think in English the technology means like a reflective way. But can you see you have two images? You have both of us. You can see
Yeah,
both.
I have two
How
images.
did
I
you
have
how do
two.
you how did you get that? How did you do that?
Um,
'Cause I need my
so
glasses.
we're
But
I can just see both of us because we're in a big screen and you haven't shared your screen.
I haven't shared my screen. All right. Well, let me. Well, that's the problem, Eric. Hold on. Let me go to VOV share screen. How have I not shared the screen, Eric? Hold on a second. Back to V. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, it's been a while. Sorry, bear with me, my friend. All right, but I'd like to see us both. Okay, now I can see us both. All right,
Yeah, I
it's
can
just
see the screen.
yeah, it's just been a while since I've used VOV. It was like how many months ago was this that we had a
Um,
successful VOV? Months, like almost 5 6 months.
well, I think like last month, I'm not sure. We had a class and I'm not sure like what pr platform we used.
Right.
I guess it could be VOV or Zoom.
Okay, because I mean, yeah, this has been a while because I think I only used that with you and the Yangcheng, you're out, the university students from Yangcheng, and
Mm,
that was quite
yeah.
some time ago. That was woo, 3, 4 months ago. So and everything changes. But do you take any more classes? Do you do anything else on Tencent now on VOV or no VOOV?
No, I don't take too many online classes. So one reason is because in our school there it is quite unique because other schools they're public schools, so they're I can say registered to the government, and the government want them to let students uh have weekends like according to the schedule. However, to us, because a lot of the students they live far away from the school, which means they have to live in the school in the weekdays, then our school usually have like only one weekend in 2 weeks, so that's quite unique.
Yeah,
And this reason
yeah.
it's not quite scheduled for us to have such classes, so I don't take online classes.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think there's many though. Some of the most famous universities in the world now allow you to take like a mix, a hybrid, right? You would say like half and half, right? A hybrid approach. I like it.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, all of the students they just headed home, and then they took classes, online classes at home, and their teachers set up I think they set up meetings in DingTalk or just in VOV, and then,
Right.
well, it's quite hard to do that because so many people in a
Yeah.
meeting will
Yes, for
cause,
sure.
uh, like, will cause a great deal of problem.
Yes, yes. I think in my opinion, we should have like an elective or have like some kind of a lab. I think you would call it a laboratory within a regular class. It doesn't have to be science, but have a lab where it is online just because our world communicated and we still communicate globally, right, on via these platforms. So I think many classes, I think all classes should have some kind of lab, maybe like at least an hour a month, right, where everyone like meets or collaborates on the internet. I think is a good practice, right, for the future. All right, my friend, I've been using Bard. I think my VPN's been pretty decent so far. So this is Google's AI, artificial intelligence. Have you checked this out?
Well, I've used the ChatGPT, but I'm not
Ah,
sure if it's the same.
yeah, well, it's yeah, I think I don't know what's faster or what's better, but yeah, that's the same. So that Chat GPT, that's cool, man. Yeah, that was I think I used it too.
I think I've Siri is kind of AI that I have just in my iPad. So when I click a button and then I can say, "Hey Siri," and then it will answer me.
Yeah, Siri though, is Siri now has it become AI?
I'm not sure, but whenever I
Yeah,
ask questions, it can answer me in different aspects, which is pretty
right.
good. It can
Yeah,
think respectively or from different points.
right. Well, the difference between like Google's just a search engine, right? To search something doesn't isn't a creator. It doesn't create things, right? And it doesn't understand you, right? So these big three things, right? To understand, create, and explore. Yeah, I've had a good one though. So I was just typing. I was just like, well, for Eric, how do I get the best IELTS for the most current IELTS questions, right? And it just popped right up. So we'll continue with these, Eric. Yeah. It's always good, right? There's some tests, depending on the content of your standardized test, right, would be to research throughout history the questions, right? Maybe if you're studying for law, right, you need to know legal history or something to those effects. But for the IELTS, for many reasons, like when you take it, I think it would be you'd want to know the most up to date questions. Um, because not only is the teacher going to be probably young, much maybe younger than me, maybe older, who knows? Well, what have you? But they're going to be up to date with current trends and topics, and then it's not going to deviate that much from last year. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to know what's the current topics, right? What are the current trends that IELTS is going to ask me, right? To be more prepared that way. You don't want to know like it's like some what is like what music do you listen to on the radio, like like no one listens to the radio anymore, right, Eric? So those questions are just outdated and old fashioned. All right, my friend, can you see this? Do you want me how best to see this? Can you just work from these then, or do you want me to cut?
Yeah, I can see it, but it's
Okay,
better to make it bigger, a little
to,
bit bigger.
to make it bigger. How do I do this on this thing? I'm gonna cut and paste. Wait, hold on. Part speaking, writing, current.
Well, just use it. I think I can see it.
Okay. These were a little bit different though. I wanted um, current IELTS speaking questions. That was the one I think I typed in before. This is a little bit different answer. Okay, then let me pull up a timer. You're very good, right? You're very verbose. You've got, if anything, you might speak more than the allotted time, right? Um, just because, right, your English is so good. But right, try to stay within right like a minute. Okay, so these
Yes.
will. All right, you can see these, Eric. Well, here I'll cut
Yeah.
and paste onto Ding Talk here too now. All right, you got them in Ding Talk too.
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay, great. All right, let's so the stopwatch is on. Try to just answer these for a minute, right, Eric? So and
Uh,
these you won't have a chance to take notes on, right? This would just be an informal line of questioning, right? All right, Mr. Kong, can you please describe a person that you admire?
okay. The person I admire most is an idol to me. His name is Alexander, who plays in the NBA as a former player. He is in a team called the Houston Rockets, and he is a great defender and scorer who can influence his teammates whenever he plays, and whenever he is on the court, he is like a role model for all of his teammates to follow. To me, because as I like playing basketball, I often see him as a torch who uh like make me become better and better, and I have in this way I have more faith in my mind to practice harder. So yeah, due to
Oh,
the time
yeah,
I can only say
that's great.
these.
That's great. No, that was good. You're watching the time now, right? You're not going to have a timer during IELTS, but I want you to practice speaking to a minute, right? You could subconsciously like get to a minute, right, by seeing it,
Yes.
right? But that was good. Who are you talking about, Eric? Who's this guy on the Houston Rockets? Alexander.
Yes. Yeah, so he is just a player called Alexander. So maybe it's last season he is in Houston Rockets, but I'm not sure
Houston
if
Rockets.
this season he is in.
Houston Rockets. His last name is Alexander. I've never heard of this cat. Never heard of this guy. Leslie Alexander's the owner, I think. Yeah, right.
No,
He's the
no,
rich guy.
no, not this one.
Okay.
He is a player.
I don't know. You're gonna have to research that for me after we're done. After we're done with this session
Yes.
here. All right. The other thing is when you said a defensor, that makes sense. I think you could use the word that way, but for that in that instance, you'd want to say he's a good defense player,
Yeah, defense
right?
player.
A good defense player. And then In my mind, there was 2 other ones. Oh, the torch analogy I like, right, but you didn't really use it appropriately, right? So I would say, he's a torch bearer for all of us who, admire his style or something, right? You need to be careful when you use analogies, right, to really make sense of them, right? To use that appropriately.
Yes.
And then what was the third one? What did you say? In my mind, what was this was towards the end, Eric, right? So you said he's a good Alexander's a good source of inspiration for my mind. Is that what you said, or do you remember?
Well, I didn't quite remember about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's all right. Yeah, again, just the analogies, right, and metaphors of he was like a tiger, and yeah, you just make sure that you're using them correctly, because otherwise,
Yes.
they just don't make sense, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. But that was excellent. All right, why don't we just do we'll do, every other one. So describe Eric, describe a place you have visited that is very important to your culture. This is interesting. All right, ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right, go for it, brother.
Um, Last week I went, well, not last week, last month I went to a museum that records the culture of the N4A army in uh, China, or mainly in my region in Jiangsu province. And the museum records all of the history from where it's built and when it's built, and the important roles and the important people in the army, and then what it or the people, the soldiers, what they have done to China and what contributions they have made. In my city called Yancheng, it is a symbol of our city, and all the citizens are willing to head to the museum to uh pray for the soldiers. So
Yeah, that was good. That was, yeah, over a minute. That was great, right? That was really good. Just the preposition usages, right? I think there was like one or two, right? So what the soldiers did for China, right? Because they're Chinese, right?
yeah.
Did for China. And there was just another preposition, right? To, for, all the ones that I hate to use at the end of sentences, right? Just make sure, right, you're using those appropriately. All right, Eric, let's do explain. So we're doing the, what is it, the sixth one, the fifth one. Yeah, the fifth one. Explain why it is important to learn. Why? Yeah, this is good, right? All things applicable. Please explain, Mr. Kong, why it is important to learn a foreign language. Are you ready?
Well, please give me 20 seconds to think
Okay,
about
okay,
this.
all right. Take 20 seconds. Right, this session
Yeah.
I think would be on the IELTS, Eric. Right, would just be more conversational. It wouldn't be right.
Um, well,
Right, just map it out in your brain. Right, to be financial, to make more money, to get along with more people, right? I mean, right, just try to map it out in your brain and then talk from there.
okay. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, ready? All right, go for it.
Learning different foreign languages are important. You can speak in this way, you can communicate to people around the globe, not only with your mother tongue, but also with a number of different languages, and you can communicate to people in different regions without communicational restrictions. The advantages, this is the first point, to communicate both with foreigners and with people in your country. And the second point is for students. If they want to broaden their horizons or to open their minds, try to communicate or get contact with the world, they would like to learn foreign languages. And the second point is when learning foreign languages, we can know other countries' cultures better. The fourth point is because I can make a example when you're learning English, there are some like some phrases from other countries like French and Spanish, and then in this way, when you're learning foreign languages, one foreign language can lead to other foreign languages, so they are both interacting with each other.
Okay, good, right? If it's okay if you're maybe like 10 seconds over, but you were almost like a minute and a half, right? So
Yeah,
it might get annoying for the examiner, right? The
yeah,
invigilator.
it's hard to control the time.
Yeah. So I think if you did that, like they'd probably maybe let you go 10 seconds. And then it would you would make if you keep going over, Eric, right, it would make it annoying for them to keep telling you, "Look, you're over." Right? So just
Yeah,
try yeah, again, just we'll keep practicing, right? Just these questions, right, geared towards a minute. But that was excellent, my friend. I am going to, right, because I know like may th ting zai han yu, right? There's no th. So I'm trying to like I'll send you. I think there's like a tongue twister just to practice the th sounds, right? Because you
yeah,
just don't practice. We just don't practice, right? When we're speaking Chinese, because there's in many languages there's not that th sound, right? Which is bizarre. I think
yeah.
it's old, like English, maybe French or something. I don't know. All right, my friend, let's do talk about a skill or talk about a skill you would like to learn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Well, maybe just 20
Okay.
seconds for
Okay,
me
Tony,
to
take your
think.
time. That's all right. For the 2 minutes, right? You get a whole minute to prepare.
Yeah. So this time is about 1 minute or 2 minutes.
These are all 1 minutes. So this
Okay.
section, yeah, is all 1 minute, and then we're gonna do like one or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready? A skill that you would like to learn.
Um, yeah, I think I'm ready.
You ready? All right, Jayo, go for
Yeah.
it, Eric. All right, go for it, bro.
Okay. If I ever get the chance to learn a new skill, I would like to learn karate, and I can explain to you karate. A lot of people say it's from Korea or just from China, the Asian countries, and it is a form of martial arts really famous in Asian countries. And every time when I wake up and head to school, I can see a lot of people playing martial arts, karate in the square. And when playing karate, it is good for your health and it makes your brain function really well. The blood will pump quicker and it will ease your pressure physically and mentally. And for when playing karate, it is not only because of it can ease your feeling, but also because of it can improve your statement in your mind. When you play karate, you can think about something really good in your mind, and that's it.
That's good, Eric. Yeah, again, just try to hit at least the 1 minute to minute and 10 seconds, right? Um,
Yeah,
yeah, just switch the playing to doing to do. So we do karate, right? It's
yeah,
a bizarre, all right. Some sports you do, and then some sports you play. Very few you do, but karate would be something that you
yeah,
do, right? So we do karate. All right, excellent, good. Let's do a couple more of these. So let's do yeah, discuss an important event in your life, Eric.
yeah. Mm.
You ready?
Yes, I
All
think
right. All right.
I am ready
All
for it.
right. All right. Go for it, man. Go for it.
Next, last year when I was in grade 8, our school held an English speaking or speech competition, and my teacher and my classmates all prompted me to attend the speech or the competition to earn high praise or to earn honor for our class. And then I was encouraged to take part or join in the competition, and I practiced really hard day and night. And when I was uh, lying in bed and wanted to sleep, I just couldn't fall asleep because in my mind there was still something competing and saying again and again in my mind after a lot of days practicing, I just succeeded.
Good. Stop. That was a good way to stop, right? Sometimes if you just drone or right or dribble on your words, right, it's not very effective, but that was a good stop. Yeah, again, try to shoot for that minute, Eric, that minute mark, but that was very good. All right, my friend. Yeah, I didn't really have any notes for that one. That was pretty fluid, and I don't think any grammatical issues on that at all. Ba 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 ba. Abandon your life. Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about a place that you would like to visit. Okay.
Mm, yes.
You ready already? You ready?
Yeah, because this
Okay.
one I'm really familiar to
All
it.
right. Rock and roll. Let's do it. Go for it.
The place I would like to visit is a court in New York, and its name is the Garden Court, I think. And the court, because as New York, it is near the Hudson River, and when you go along the Hudson River for like a couple of or not a couple of hours, you can head to the coastal line, and the court is just near the coastal line, and a lot of famous basketball players in China have competed with the famous Instagram uh, like influencers playing basketball on the court. Of course, with some famous basketball players, when you head to the court, if you have chance, you can meet a lot of NBA players, and it is known as the best place just to get a sign from them. So this is the place I would like to visit the most.
Excellent. Very good. Right. Yeah, we get a signature, right? For from
Yes,
athletes, a
signature.
signature. That was excellent. Yeah, I don't know. Something's just this. Oh, I think when you're able to think outside of your age and your country, for you to be so not well specific but descriptive of New York, right? Especially a place that you haven't been. That shows that you've researched, right? You show interest in other things outside of your of where you grew up, right? And your culture and everything, right? It shows you have a curious mind, which is great, right? For your university, right? You want to have a curious mind. So that looks really good, right? I think to the
Mm.
IELTS examiners because they're like, oh, this kid, right? He thinks outside of of where he's from, so that's pretty good. Very good, Eric. All right, let's do one more 1 minute. Yeah, describe. Let's do the last one. So discuss a problem in your community, and how do you think, right? Or how could it be solved, right? How best could it be solved? What? All right.
Well,
What do you think?
can I ask a question?
Sure.
What does a community just refers to because it has too many meanings?
Yeah, that's interesting. I would say, well, just your community. I would say your district within Yancheng would be your community,
Uh,
right? They want to know about they.
the problem I would like to say most is about the community and where I am living.
Okay, yes, yes, Eric, right? Yeah, that's what they want to know. So this question would be describe in your community where you're living, right? So I guess right in China would be your district within your city, right? So your district
Yeah,
within in Yancheng. Okay. You understand?
okay.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I
You ready?
understand.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go for it. Go for it.
In Yancheng and in many other cities in my province, there is a phenomenon that a lot of people they have pets. However, they don't want to own their pets and they just uh don't raise them and however they just don't send their pets to the keeping places or named a better place for them to live a better future or gain a better future to live a better life. They just didn't want them and send them just on the streets. And then these pets sometimes, because in the past they were owned and they have great food, past fruit to eat. Food to eat. However, now as they don't have access to get better food, they have such illnesses and then sometimes they will even bark people. So my advice is for governments to restrict them and to find pets better places for them and offer them a better future so that the environment in my city can be better improved and people can no longer be barked by these pets.
Very good. Excellent. Again, right, just be mindful of the time, but that was wonderful, Eric.
Yes.
The one that the verb that you were I think searching for is to abandon.
Yeah, abandon.
Yeah, so they abandon their animals. And then the other one is an animal, you could say an animal shelter or an animal
Yeah, shelter.
kennel. So kennel or shelter, right, was the other one. But that was fabulous. Another very good answer, my friend. Very good. All right. Now you get 1 minute to right to mull over or to think about your answer, Eric. So we'll do let's see. Let's do for some reason it came out again. I need glasses. Let's do IELTS, current IELTS speaking part two. Questions. But how intuitive these AIs? You could type in. I wonder if you did like half like a multiple of languages, would they still understand this? I don't know. All right, cool. Here, yeah, all right. Here are some IELTS speaking part two questions that I've been asked in recent games. Tradition, you discuss a place you would like to travel. Ah, that was weird. Whatever happened to the first question? So but I guess they're
Yeah,
relatively.
they look similar.
Yeah, they're. You know what? They are similar, really. So, and you may luck out on your IELTS. You may get one
Yeah.
right that is so similar, and then you just have to expound on it, right, for number two. It's all the same. They just want to see how you effectively communicate, understand the question, and communicate in English, obviously. All right. So here are some current IELTS speaking part two questions that have been asked in recent exams. All right, let's do one that you didn't do. We'll do like three or four of these. Let's do number two, Eric. So you've got 1 minute to think about your answer. Okay. So talk about a time
Yes.
when you gave someone advice and
Yes.
why you gave them that advice. Okay. So you've got
Okay.
1 minute to prepare now. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go for it. I got my candy for the evening. All right, again, Eric, you've got 2 minutes for this question. All right, ready? Go.
Yes. Just yesterday, as we finished our monthly exam, one of my best friends came to me and said he didn't uh make good scores and get high marks, and the scores are all under his and his parents' expectations. So he just felt pessimistic about his future study. However, I thought for a moment, and in my mind, I reminded myself when I have the same like state or I experienced the same feeling in grade 8, and I advised him first go for someone you trust for help, like your parents, your teachers, and then go for fun and ease your pressure to better like prepare for the next exam. And after that, he would like to make efforts and pay attention to it. After all of these, you can become better and get high praise from all of the other people.
2 minutes, remember,
Well, I just don't know if it's
Eric?
2 minutes.
Yeah, oh, you can't see it on the screen? Can you see the timer or no?
Yeah, I can see the
Okay.
timer, but the timer is adding, not deleting.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, it's a stopwatch, right? So I want you to, so yeah, so I was can you talk to 2 minutes? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, talk to
Yeah,
2 minutes.
yeah.
So
So I'm gonna
basically, when we just say talk to 2 minutes, we set up 2 minutes, and the number on it is becoming smaller
uh
and smaller.
yeah, no, for this one, I like the stopwatch because they're not gonna be absolutely rude to you. Right, and I'll try to send like when we get closer. I mean, and with your VPN too, you can Eric just go to right, so YouTube and right, just do like a mock IELTS speaking part two, right? And yeah, I think maybe I sent you like way back when part two, Tina broadband 5. All right, let's just watch her. This is from IELTS, the actual official IELTS.
Tina, now I'm going to give you a topic
Yeah.
and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes.
Australian invigilator, right? Australian.
Before you
Yeah.
talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? Here's some paper and pencil for making notes. And here's your topic. I'd like you to describe an interest or hobby that you enjoy. All right, Tina? Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if
And
I
I would
stop you.
always make sure, right, you smile, right? Always don't be
Yeah.
nervous, right? Smile because then they'll feel comfortable, right, with you, Eric, right? So this is another
I'll tell
technique.
you when the time is up. Okay. Can you start speaking now, please? Okay.
My interest or hobby that I enjoy is shopping and picnics to spend time with my family or friends. Or especially, I want to do volunteer.
From Yunnan, Vietnam. So she got a 5.
Yeah, I can see it because one of my classmates in grade 3 is from Vietnam, and he just has like
High pitch
great accents with English.
Really? Maybe
Yeah,
interesting. So they're visiting Yancheng. Interesting from Vietnam. Yeah, but they've got a very high tone. To me, obviously,
yeah,
your English is much better, right? For me, I don't think your English is that great. So she got a band 5. I mean, Eric, you should get at least a 7, right? I would shoot for an 8. It's a rarity to get a 9 unless you're a native right? It's very hard. But
Yeah.
you would definitely get a set. I think you're much better than she is
Yes.
for sure.
For shopping, I think when I feel stressed out, I can shopping. I can relax with
Mm.
to buy a new
You know why
clothes
she's a
for
band
me
five,
in the
Eric? Because she doesn't use connectors. And a lot of
Yes.
intermediate speakers have that issue where I go shopping, and especially Vietnamese too. I go shopping, I buy, right? I would like to buy, right? Or I do
Yeah, this
buy.
is the
Yeah.
problem that our English teacher once told the classmates say you have to use words to connect in different sentences when you have
Yes.
different meanings. For example, when you want to make a pause, you don't say and do not start with I, and this will make it
Yes.
so strange for people to hear.
Yes. Well, for many reasons, don't say nigga, right? Especially when you're going to the States. But it's the same
Yes.
as saying, those people who will constantly think in Chinese, nigga, it makes you, it's not very fluent. It doesn't mean you have a sharp mind, right? So yeah, try not to use or right? Because that, especially
Yes.
native speakers, right? It's like doesn't make you look that intelligent. But all right, let's watch her and see how she
special
finishes here.
days. And in picnic, I think picnic and travel. I think I can widen my knowledge as well as I can make more friends from many countries. And especially if I travel with my friend or my family, I can spend time to understand them. And for me, the more important is do volunteer because I love actually I love the people, so I want to spend time to help them to overcome or try to get over the problem. So I often in before when I live in Vietnam, I often go to the church and or some association and I can I often ask my friend to contribute and give a hand to help the poor people or the old people because I think the old people also it look like my grandparents, so I want to take look care for them. Yes. And in the future, I also want to build
See, now
the
she's doing more time because she didn't fill in the whole 2 minutes, right? But
Yeah.
again, to get back to this, I want you to get comfortable. It's like a I want you to just get comfortable speaking to a minute. They're not going to say stop, right? So I don't know, like maybe your teachers do that as like a debate or when you're doing a debates or something. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes because when we hold a competition and debate, in
Right.
when we debate, we just have the time restrictions, so we just distract time when we speak, and every
Yeah.
time we head to the point where we have to stop, we'll be stopped because this is the main rules in debating.
Yeah, that's different. I don't think you're going to come across a really rude IELTS invigilator or teacher, right? Or examiner that's going to say, "All right, stop." Like literally have the stopwatch. It's casual, it's comfortable, but this is why I prefer the stopwatch as opposed to the timer because I just want you to just get accustomed to where you're not like stressed to speak to a 2 minutes or 1 minute, right? But if you want, we can do the timer. It's up to you. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah, just speak to 1 minute. I think,
Okay.
as you said, it's better.
You think the stopwatch. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Going back to your last question though, Eric, about or the last answer. Oh yeah, you said that like ease your pressure, right? You can say that. Be careful with that one though. It should be to ease your pain, right?
Yeah,
Or to ease your stress, right? 压力在中文，在英文可以 right? So it'd be to ease your stress, not your pressure, right? Pressure, right? 在中文就是突然，在英文 right? 就是 on, right? So it doesn't make much sense
yes.
to say this in English either, right? You want to ease your stress. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So not your
Yeah.
pressure. Yeah, where did you learn that one from? Ease your pressure.
Well, a lot of time when I uh like look up in some books, I just see this, and it's really
Yeah.
informal.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. I was just wondering if it was from a native English source or not. Um, but yeah, I would if I were yeah, I would stick with to ease my pain, to ease my sorrow, right? If you're crying for someone or
Yeah.
something, or to ease my stress, right? So you could say I'm very stressed out. So I need like a massage, right, to ease my stress, right?
Yes.
Something like that. All right, brother, let's do yeah, we got yeah, let's do one more and then did you pick a one of those worksheets out, Eric, from Lingua House? All
Yes,
right,
I
cool.
found one.
All right, brother. All right, we'll do one more here. Oh, this one's good, right? This is always applicable for today's day and age, right? So please describe, Mr. Kong, a piece of technology that you use regularly and explain how it has improved your life. All right, you've got 1 minute to prepare.
Yes.
Okay, Eric, your time is up. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes, I'm ready.
All right, remember, right? 2 minutes. Try to speak for 2 minutes. All right.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
At first, when I first saw the question, I would like to answer smartphone, but after a while, I thought it says the regularly using. However, I don't regularly use smartphones or iPads, so I want to answer the embedded computers in our classroom. So I think it is a really great technology which can improve our studies. In Chinese, we call it 通课, which is a system. And now I can explain to you. So why I coded uh, embedded is because it is inside the blackboard where you can push away the blackboards, and then inside of it there is the computer called the embedded one. And then once you like open the computer, it has three uses. The first one, you can use just open applications and use this as a formal computer, a normal computer. And the second use is you can open the black or white screen to make it like a blackboard, and you can make a lot of notes to remind students of something and to make them be more clear or clearer about the knowledge. And the second use, which is the most important, is because in grade 9 we have harder homework or harder things, and if we have to make progress, we have to learn from each other, to learn from students with better grades. And so we have to look at each other's homework and to say which is good and whether I can use them or not, the sentences or other things, so we can project screen and put students' homework onto it and let other students try to admire them or mostly get something useful from them.
Yes,
So
great.
yeah,
That's
that's
great.
it.
Stop. That was good. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Eric, you saved the best for last. That was probably your best answer. That was great. I love how you describe the embedded computer, right? That's wonderful. That's a level of advanced language, right? Where you can describe something in that language. And then
Hello, are you
that's
here?
yeah, can you hear me? Now
Yeah,
can
I
you
can hear you. So
okay.
just then there was like internet. I think uh what can I say? It is like
Eric.
hello.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's my it's people traffic time here, but we'll try to push through this. All right, right? Internet
Yes,
people traffic time, right? On a Saturday night, everyone's watching, right? Baidu
yeah,
watching
that's
movies
true.
here. Right? Yeah. All right, we'll try to push through this. But that was just yeah, that was a great one. That was a wonderful one. Where was I with what was I on the tip of my tongue? What was I thinking about? Um, oh yeah, that's a high level. I was just saying that's a high level of language learning, or right, or language speaking is when you can describe something or
Yes.
a process right in that language. So that was wonderful. And then that's great that you do that, right? I highly suggest not every answer, but maybe at least twice I would try to do that, because more often than
Yeah.
not, right, you're going to wind up taking this IELTS exam in Beijing, right? So right amongst, but that's another great talent. When you say in Chinese, we call it right? Shangri, which is our birthday, right? Or something, and then you explain the translation, right? That's wonderful. So that
Yeah.
was another, yeah, that was another very good thing. All right, my friend, let's do a little of that worksheet. Which one did you pick out? Which one did you choose?
Its name is The Money Talk Every Couple Needs to Have.
Okay, the money talk. Yeah, for some reason I can't see it on the ding ding, but I'll pull it up on in our online. The money talk.
Yeah, it's quite a like a strange and both like attractive topic.
Okay. Let's see. Where did money talk? I think I hold on. I think I have it in here. The money talk. Bum, bum. Yeah, it's when especially when you're young and you're getting married, that's the only thing that troubles you, right? Is right money and worried about money when you get money talk. All right, let's see. What is it? Bum, 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 bum. Wedding contract, pandemic. Short stories. What is it? Is it called the money talk, Eric, or what's the topic again? What's the exact title?
Yeah, the title is The Money Talk Every Couple Needs to
Okay,
Have.
the money talk. Let me try to see if I can get away with doing that. The money talk. Man, why is it not? I've got pandemic, millionaires,
Yeah,
game.
have sent me this one.
Yeah, can you resend it to me? But I'm not picking up it. I'm not picking it up on Ding Talk. Can you resend it to me?
Uh, yeah, sent to you in Din Talk.
You just did. Yeah, all right. Hold on. Ah, man, it's such a pain in the butt, all of this. The money talk, influencers, Malala managing phrase, Ramadan recession, the money talk. I got it. There we go, brother. I got it. I found it. All right, man. Here we go. Yeah, we got time. Let's do a couple of these. All right, make this bigger. Hold on, zoom. Make this bigger, 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 bigger. Okay. All right. Why can I not? Man, Eric, this is so annoying. And then to make this bigger. There we go. We'll just do it this way, I guess. All right. All right. The money talk every couple needs to have. So read the following dialogue and answer the questions. Go ahead, Eric. Well, I'll be Tracy, you be Steve. All right. So, what on earth did you spend 195 pounds on last week, Eric?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, you're Steve. Okay.
Uh,
Did you Too bad. Are you there, Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, hold on. I think it's just my Wi-Fi is too shaky. All right. My your network is unstable. I know. I don't know what to tell you. All right, we'll add on some more time next week. But yeah, it's just too much. All right, man. Have a good night, Eric. If you can hear me, all right. Yeah, it's too much, Eric. Too much. All right.